Have you ever felt an inexplicable yearning, a sense that life has a deeper meaning waiting to be discovered? Perhaps in the stillness of a sleepless night, or amidst the rush of everyday life, you've sensed a gentle nudge, a call to something greater. Today, we embark on a profound journey, not just to uncover your divine purpose, but to arm you with truths that will transform your life. By the end of this exploration, you'll feel equipped, inspired, and ready to step into a calling far beyond what you imagined. Stay with us, and together let's unravel the mysteries of your divine destiny. A world enshrouded in illusion. Many of us live under a veil, perceiving only the tangible world before us. This limited view often leads us to chase fleeting goals, the perfect job, social validation, or material wealth. But what if the reality we see is only a fraction of the truth? Imagine Laura, a high-powered executive who dedicated her life to climbing the corporate ladder. She had everything: wealth, accolades, and influence, but felt a persistent void. One day, during a meditation retreat, she was struck by a simple question. If everything external were stripped away, who would I be? That moment became a catalyst for change. She realized her identity wasn't tied to achievements, but to her essence as a soul. This story mirrors the message's call to look beyond the distractions of life. When we pause, reflect, and seek deeper truths, we begin to uncover the divine whispers guiding us toward eternal purpose. Embracing your divine identity. One of the core truths in this journey is recognizing who you truly are. Beyond the struggles and masks we wear, each of us carries an eternal spark. The message reminds us that we are not defined by failures or even by our successes, but by our intrinsic worth as creations of a divine force. Consider the story of Marcus, a veteran who returned home grappling with PTSD. Haunted by his past, he felt disconnected and lost. One day, while attending a community support group, he heard someone say, "You are not your scars. You are the strength that carries them." Those words unlocked a deep realization in Marcus. He began to see himself not as a broken man, but as a warrior equipped to inspire others through his journey of healing. Like Marcus, we too are called to rise above labels and past traumas, embracing our identity as chosen, loved, and destined for greatness. The invisible battle. Within, the message introduces a crucial element: the unseen spiritual battle raging around and within us. This is not a conflict of swords and shields, but a battle of truth against lies, courage against fear, and faith against despair. Think of Amelia, a young artist with dreams of sharing her gift with the world. Yet she constantly faced a voice in her head that whispered, "You're not good enough." For years, this inner battle held her back. One day, she stumbled upon a scripture verse that read, "God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love." It was a turning point. Amelia began confronting those doubts, replacing lies with affirmations of truth. Slowly but surely, she found the courage to share her art, touching lives with her authenticity. This battle is universal. It's a reminder that we must arm ourselves with faith, grounding our lives in eternal truths to overcome the trials we face. Divine connections and orchestrated relationships. The message emphasizes the divine purpose woven into our relationships. Every encounter, whether joyful or painful, shapes our growth. Let's delve into a story that illustrates this beautifully. Meet Jake and Ellie, two strangers whose paths crossed in the unlikeliest of ways. Jake, an introverted musician, often performed on street corners. Ellie, a stressed corporate worker, happened to hear him one day while on her way home. Moved by his lyrics, she stopped to listen, and the two struck up a conversation. Ellie shared how his song reminded her of her late father, and Jake revealed that the lyrics were inspired by his own loss. Their connection sparked a friendship that helped both heal wounds they thought would never mend. This encounter wasn't random, it was divinely orchestrated. It serves as a powerful example of how God places people in our lives at the perfect moment, using relationships as instruments of healing and growth. Finding strength through adversity. Let's talk about Mia, a single mother who faced relentless challenges. After losing her job, she questioned her worth and felt abandoned by God. One evening, as she prayed for guidance, she came across a devotional about the refiner's fire. It explained how gold is purified through intense heat, and how trials in life serve to refine our character. Mia began to see her struggles not as punishments, but as opportunities for growth. She started a small business that aligned with her passions, eventually creating a better life for herself and her children. Her story reminds us that pain is often a precursor to purpose. As we near the end of this journey, let's reflect on the lessons we've uncovered. Pause to reflect. Life's noise can drown out the divine whispers. Create moments of stillness to hear them. Know your worth. Your value is not tied to your past or present achievements, but to your eternal nature. Battle with truth. The spiritual battle is real, but victory is assured when we anchor ourselves in God's promises. Find purpose in pain. Trials are not the end. They're the refining process that prepares you for your calling. Cherish divine connections. Every relationship has a purpose, even those that challenge us. Now the choice is yours. Will you heed this call and step into your divine purpose? The journey won't be easy, but you are never alone. With faith as your guide and divine whispers as your compass, you can rise to fulfill the extraordinary destiny that awaits. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe for more inspiring content. Together, let's embark on this journey of discovering truth, love, and purpose. Have you ever felt like life's challenges were more than just physical obstacles, as if an invisible force was testing your will, your faith, or your resilience? Imagine standing at the crossroads of the unseen and the tangible, where every choice echoes into eternity. Today, we'll explore the depths of this spiritual journey, one where unseen battles shape the course of our lives, and how faith becomes our guiding light. A dimensional shift, what lies beyond. In the vast expanse of existence, there is a realm beyond the physical, call it heaven, the spiritual plane, or the divine. Picture this: a loved one who has crossed into this realm now watches over you. Their essence is like a lighthouse in the storm, urging you to prepare for the challenges ahead. Their whispers echo in your heart, reminding you that the trials you face are part of a greater purpose. The unseen battlefield, preparing your soul. The video speaks of a battlefield not of flesh but of spirit, where unseen forces attempt to lead us astray. These challenges are not always grandiose. Sometimes they manifest in our daily lives, in moments of doubt, fear, or even complacency. Consider this. Have you ever been tempted to take the easier path, knowing deep down it wasn't the right one? That's the battlefield of the spirit, where truth and deception clash. A modern-day story of faith. Let's take the story of Maria, a single mother balancing 2 jobs to support her child. One day, she finds herself at a moral crossroads when her boss asks her to forge financial records. It's a small request, he says, with promises of a promotion. Maria feels the weight of her decision. On one hand, a brighter future for her child. On the other, the nagging voice of her conscience. This moment, though mundane, becomes her spiritual battle. Through prayer and faith, Maria chooses integrity, and though the path is harder, she eventually finds a job that aligns with her values, teaching her son the power of resilience and truth. The original message emphasizes the armor of God, a metaphorical tool set for resilience. But how can we embody this in everyday life? Here are practical ways. Faith as a sword. Use scripture, affirmations, or personal mantras as weapons against doubt. When negativity creeps in, counter it with empowering truths. Truth as a shield. In a world saturated with misinformation, seek clarity and wisdom. Surround yourself with communities that encourage critical thinking and honesty. Prayers as a foundation. Much like Maria's story, consistent prayer or meditation can ground you, providing clarity in times of confusion. The video describes a process of being stripped of illusions. Reflect on times in your life when what seemed secure, a job, a relationship, or a lifestyle, was taken away. Though painful, these moments often lead to growth, like a forest needing fire to regenerate. Take David, a successful entrepreneur who lost his business during an economic downturn. Stripped of material comforts, he discovered a passion for mentoring young startups, finding fulfillment in giving back. Being part of a faithful remnant means standing firm in your beliefs, even when the world seems to crumble. Think of leaders like Nelson Mandela, who held on to his ideals despite immense pressure. His journey mirrors the essence of spiritual resilience, the ability to remain steadfast, drawing strength from a higher purpose. The video asserts that every individual has a role in the divine plan. Imagine a puzzle where each piece, no matter how small, completes the bigger picture. Your actions, choices, and faith ripple across time and space, influencing not just your life, but generations to come. Consider the story of Alice, a woman who struggled with addiction for years. Through the support of her community and faith, she overcame her demons and now dedicates her life to helping others do the same. Her journey exemplifies how redemption and purpose often emerge from our darkest moments. The video concludes with a call to rise above fear and embrace our divine purpose. It's a reminder that while the world may tell you to conform or compromise, true strength lies in staying authentic to your values. As we navigate our lives, let's ask ourselves, how can we contribute to the greater good? Whether through acts of kindness, standing up for truth, or simply being present for others, every action matters. In the grand tapestry of existence, you are a thread woven with purpose. The challenges you face are not just battles but opportunities for growth, strength, and transformation. Embrace them with courage, knowing you are part of a divine design far greater than you can imagine. Have you ever felt like unseen forces were working against you, trying to tear down the happiness you've built in your life? Today, we're diving into a profound message of warning, protection, and triumph that reveals the eternal truth. Light always overcomes darkness. This is not just another story. It's a testament to the resilience of faith and the power of divine protection. Stay with us, and by the end, you'll walk away inspired, equipped, and ready to face any challenge life throws your way. It starts with an unsettling reality. Not everyone who smiles at you wishes you well. In this story, 3 individuals harbor envy, unable to celebrate another's blessings. Their jealousy festers, leading them to resort to dark paths in an attempt to disrupt someone else's joy. While this may sound like something out of a fairy tale, it serves as a stark reminder of the lengths people can go when consumed by negativity. But here's the twist. Their efforts were futile. Why? Because divine protection is stronger than any scheme conceived in shadows. This sets the stage for one of life's most powerful lessons. No weapon formed against you can prosper when you're aligned with the light. To truly understand the power of light over darkness, let's explore some real-world examples. The resilient friend. Imagine Sarah, a single mother juggling work and family. A close friend, consumed by envy of Sarah's success, spreads lies to tarnish her reputation. At first, Sarah feels devastated, questioning her worth. But instead of retaliating, she turns to prayer and focuses on her truth. Within weeks, the lies unravel. Not only does Sarah regain her reputation, but the friend's actions backfire, isolating them in their own negativity. The entrepreneur's breakthrough, John, a young entrepreneur, faces a mysterious downturn in his thriving business. Competitors had resorted to underhanded tactics to sabotage him, but John stays steadfast. He leans on his faith, continues to serve his customers with integrity, and prays for strength. Eventually, a breakthrough comes. His business not only recovers, but soars to greater heights than before, proving that resilience and trust in a higher power can conquer any obstacle. So what can we learn from these stories and the warning in today's message? Here are 5 key takeaways. Discernment matters. Not everyone in your circle is rooting for you. Learn to recognize genuine support versus disguised envy. Faith over fear. Fear thrives in darkness, but faith is the ultimate light. When faced with challenges, remember that divine protection surrounds you. The boomerang effect. Negative actions always come back to their source. Instead of retaliating, trust that justice will prevail in due time, turning trials into triumphs. Challenges are opportunities for growth. What others intend for harm, the light can transform into blessings. Anchor yourself in truth. Darkness cannot penetrate where light resides. Stay rooted in your values, your truth, and your faith, and no force can shake you. You may wonder, why does darkness even try if it's destined to fail? Because it fears what you represent: hope, resilience, and the power of faith. The moment you doubt your strength, darkness tries to creep in. But remember, the mere act of standing in your truth sends shockwaves through its fragile foundations. As you step forward, keep these words close. You are a beacon of light. Darkness cannot overcome you unless you let it. This journey of faith is not just about surviving, but thriving in the face of adversity. Light is not just a passive force. It actively reveals, heals, and triumphs. As you navigate life, let this be your mantra: I walk in light, and no shadow can dim my path. Thank you for joining us on this transformative exploration. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it, and let's continue to spread the light, one story at a time. In a world where forces beyond the physical often influence our lives, stories of resilience, light, and divine protection provide hope and clarity. This narrative takes inspiration from a tale of betrayal, dark intentions, and the unyielding triumph of light. The focus, however, is not on the darkness, but on the lessons we can glean from rising above it. Let us embark on this journey together, weaving through trials, transformations, and ultimately, victory. Imagine a scenario where someone close to you, perhaps disguised as a friend, harbors feelings of envy. Their smiles conceal hidden motives. Their words drip with a sweetness masking bitter intentions. They see your happiness, your blessings, and instead of rejoicing with you, they let jealousy grow within them. This story isn't just about others. It's about the universal challenges we face when navigating relationships. But what happens when such jealousy morphs into something darker? In this story, 3 women, unable to confront their feelings openly, sought to harm another through deceptive means. Their envy led them down a path of manipulation, culminating in the use of dark forces. Yet, the protagonist's story is not one of despair, but of rising above through faith, truth, and unshakable inner strength. Throughout history, people have encountered malevolent forces, both human and supernatural. The crucial question is, how do we respond? The protagonist, instead of succumbing to fear, chose to stand firm in their beliefs. They realized that fear itself is often the greatest weapon wielded by those who wish to harm us. Consider the story of Sarah, a single mother who faced slander and false accusations from former colleagues jealous of her success. At first, the attacks took a toll on her. She felt isolated, questioning her worth. But Sarah turned to her faith, surrounding herself with a community of support. She focused on her purpose, raising her child, and excelling in her career. Over time, the lies against her unraveled, and those who sought her downfall faced the consequences of their actions. The lesson here is clear. Light dispels darkness when we remain steadfast. Challenges often act as catalysts for our growth, refining our character and strengthening our resolve. The antagonist's reliance on dark forces in the narrative highlights an important truth. Darkness demands everything but gives nothing in return. Those who turn to destructive means to achieve their ends ultimately entangle themselves in their own web. This mirrors countless historical and contemporary examples where individuals or groups driven by greed or envy faced their own ruin. Another tale to reflect on: Mark, an entrepreneur, was betrayed by his business partners who, out of envy, conspired to tarnish his reputation. They spread rumors and sabotaged deals. Mark could have retaliated, but instead chose a path of integrity. He relied on transparency and the support of his clients to rebuild. Over time, his business flourished again, while his former partners faced legal and financial setbacks. In the face of adversity, what truly defines us is how we choose to respond. The protagonist's reliance on faith and their connection to divine protection is a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. Challenges can either break us or refine us. It is our choice. This concept is beautifully encapsulated in a story shared by motivational speaker Lisa Nichols. Lisa spoke about a time in her life when she was at rock bottom, financially and emotionally. Despite the odds, she turned to self-improvement and faith, believing she was destined for more. Today, she is a beacon of inspiration to millions, proving that even the darkest moments can lead to the brightest outcomes. Faith over fear. Fear is the enemy's strongest tool, but it is powerless when faced with truth and unwavering faith. Integrity triumphs. Choosing honesty and integrity over retaliation leads to lasting success. Light prevails. No matter how dense the darkness, even a small spark of light can lead the way. As this story teaches us, each of us has a role to play in dispelling darkness, not just in our lives, but in the world. Stand firm, be vigilant, and know that your light can inspire others to find their own. Together, we form a tapestry of hope, resilience, and faith, proving that no shadow is too dark to overcome. This tale reminds us that challenges are inevitable, but defeat is optional. By leaning into the light, whether through faith, community, or inner strength, we can overcome any trial. Let this be a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the truth that light always triumphs over darkness.